How do I explain this? This show is about a boy.
A boy with a dream.
This boy has spent his entire adult life chasing this dream. Sometimes he thinks that the dream is so large that it would be better if it didn't come true.
Because if it does, then what?
In case you didn't guess, the boy is me, and this is my show. Each episode, I'm going to tell you stories. Some are adventures, some are me making things, and the rest are just things I want to tell you. Creativity has been able to take me beyond the limits of what I ever thought possible with my life. Every day, I'm full of ideas that I didn't have the day before. And to me, that's spiritual. I joined up with a spirituality project to share and talk about this connection to a creator bigger than myself. I feel it when I dream, when I write, when I film, draw, edit, design, learn, and of course think. You may call it prayer. You may call it something else completely. My point is creativity is in all of us, and it's, I think, my life purpose to share that. I hope this first story will help you better understand me. Growing up, my mom was referred to by pretty much everybody as camera lady. She always had a camera and she was always taking photos. She told me she got it from her dad, who people nicknamed Samurai Camurai. How can I prove this to you? In the early 2000s, she had taken and uploaded the second most photos of any user in Kodak's photo library. They made a TV commercial out of her. Now, a connection I bet you're already making is, oh, well, Ken, since your mom was a camera lady, that explains why you got into making videos, right? Wrong. Just kidding. That's actually my brother. But you get the point. I was just like a punk kid. As I got older, I didn't like it when the camera was around. It's probably because I didn't know who I was. I did all the things my parents wanted me to do. Played sports, sang in chorus, and sang in an opera even. It wasn't until high school when I broke my arm that I finally could just stay home. And this is when everything blossomed. I wasn't just your stuck-at-home kid playing video games, surfing the internet. I was always up to something. I was designing clothes, coming up with inventions. I taught myself to solve a Rubik's Cube. I went to 36-hour stay-up-all-night coding boot camps. And one day, I was wandering around the house bored. I happened to open the camera drawer and found one of my mom's old cameras. I had just recently seen daily vlogging on YouTube where people would make a video every single day of their life. It wasn't actually about the filmmaking. It was about the living. So with encouragement from my mom, I set myself a 7-day goal.
Is there anyone out there that needs a date?
7 days became 14 days, became a month, became 6 months, became 3 years of daily vlogging. I promise there's a reason I'm telling you this. Even though you're watching my video series and I've been making videos my whole career, I don't think that I'm a filmmaker. In many ways, I'm much more of a camera lady, just like my mom. For me, when I started the daily vlog, I recognized the opportunity of documenting my life. I can go back and see exactly what I did every single day for about 3 years straight. That's weirdly interesting, and it's so weirdly similar to what my mom did my whole childhood. And by the way, just like mom, I kept every single clip. This is one of the most important rules about being a heckle. Don't delete anything. All of us are like this close from becoming hoarders. I'd never made that connection until I made this video to tell you about it. Okay, now I have to do something about this mess of a studio. It's always been my dream to have a studio. some combination between Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory and Casey Neistat's 368, but I almost never thought it would happen to me. I'm the kind of person that gets my hopes all the way up and then gets them crushed all the time. I originally wanted to move into a studio in 2020, and then later in 2020, and then in 2021, then later in 2021, then early 2022, and each of those times when I didn't end up getting a studio, I cried. That's hardly a joke. The reason I wanted the studio so bad is because I knew what would happen when you could put me in a place and just let me run free. Enough space to do animation over here and editing over here and filming over there, and then a place to relax and play video games because I love playing video games with my friends at lunchtime. And I'm not sorry about it. Living the dream, everybody. So when I was approached to make this show and I asked if they could help me get a studio and they said yes, I just went full speed ahead.
Don't you have to push this button again? Did they not put your code? You positive that's the code?
Yeah. Ready for attempt number 2?
Yay!
This is great. Okay, now we gotta move stuff in. Help me move into my studio today. I just feel over the moon about being in a studio. I can't believe it. I feel pressure, but that's not now. We forgot to make the bed, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to work now. I'm like a bit procrastinating.
Why?
Well, one, because you haven't asked to take my picture.
Well, you haven't put your backpack on yet.
I haven't really been super creative in the studio yet, and it's just still so raw that like I wonder if it's possible. I mean, obviously it is, right? But I'm just in my head about like, well, I haven't done it yet, so I don't know.
The only way to know is to do it.
Well said. Oh my god.
Don't forget your lunch and your snacks.
Yeah, I got everything. Then it all started to fall apart. On day 1, my main hard drive system failed. I took it to the hard drive people and they told me it was gonna cost $2,500 to fix it. Day 2, I had to rush Jamie to the emergency room. It was very scary. Day 3, everything was just a complete and utter mess. And by the end of that day, the only feeling I had about the studio was that it was so uncomfortable and I didn't want to be here. There's something about me that makes me not like everybody else. Not sure I'm ready to talk about it just yet. I will in this series, but I'm not ready yet. It's not scary. It's not something wrong with me. It's just something that makes me different. I have to drive to work now, and my wife and I share a car. So I had the car at the studio. I call her, I tell her I'm not feeling so well. I feel uncomfortable. I don't like it here. I'm trying everything I can to stay positive, trying to keep my breathing consistent, trying to find things to enjoy or things to do to make things better. But it just built up and it built up and it built up and it built up. I remember I was just laying on the floor, just hyperventilating, trying to figure out how I was going to proceed. I wanted to give up. I wanted to quit. I wanted this all to be over. I wanted the pressure off my shoulders. But when I was in that moment, in that really low moment, I had a beautiful realization. You're not alone. I'm never alone. There's someone always with you, always watching you, always watching out for you. No matter how bad something gets, there is a reason that you are there. If I wanted this space to feel like my space, I had to make it my space. I needed to create. I needed to make something. So I got up, I took all of the energy that I could find, all of that anger and frustration and discomfort, the fear, the pressure, the weight. Why would I think I could do this? What am I doing? 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 Why am I here? I wish I had paint. I have paper. I want to make a piece of art. I don't make art, and I don't know if I want to or not. I kind of do now. Right there. Am I going to do this right now? No, I need to go home. No. I want to make something. I want to feel like I can do something. I think I'm going to make a piece of art. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I can do this.
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm going to do this. It's going to be a Rubik's Cube. I'm always scared that I'm on the wrong path. I'm always scared that because I'm doing something different than everyone else, that there is no path. But I do know that deep down, every step that I take forward, even if I don't know where I'm going, there is a path set out for me. And I am on my way to where I need to be going. But even though it sucks, even though it's bad, even though I don't think you like it, I don't really like it, it doesn't matter. This was entirely about taking control of my world, taking it back. I own my space. I own my journey. I control my world. So let this be a jumping off point. When I was done, I drove home just elated. I was electric. I had so much energy. I was so excited. I don't make art. I don't make art. I guess I do now. And I loved it. It sucked, but I loved it. That I was ready for the project that was supposed to kick this whole thing off. My new desk. I have to tell you a story. This story is fundamental to who I am and has stuck with me my entire life. This story is about Buffalo Bill. I already told you how cool my mom is, but check this out. When I was young, I don't remember exactly how old, my mom was a figure skater. She did synchronized figure skating, which is like synchronized swimming, but on ice. Her team made it to nationals in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We decided to go as a family. We had some extra time before her competition and did a little sightseeing. I don't remember much from this. We're driving along the highway and we pull over to stop at this memorial or museum, I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure I was playing Jimmy Neutron on my Game Boy. I didn't want to get out of the car. My whole family gets out of the car and goes and sees the Buffalo Bill Memorial. I didn't get out of the car and I didn't get to see what it looked like. I doubt it was cool, but it still lives with me. I didn't get to see the Buffalo Bill Memorial. Being a boy on my own adventure in life is hard. Every day I'm presented with an array of opportunities, some of which I say yes to, and not enough of which I say no to. The only way I further my career is by saying yes to new opportunities. I really struggle with this. I've put myself in some really bad positions because I struggle so much to say no. Every time an opportunity is in front of me, I think of the Buffalo Bill Memorial, or I think about what it looked like. I didn't get to see it because I said no. Let's do this. I'll be careful with the typewriter. So one of the main reasons for this studio is to help me exist inside of my art. And my desk, which is like my portal to my video editing world and my internet kid self, I want that to be a part of my art as well. It's a fair question to wonder where all the paper and all the vintage stuff comes from. And I'll tell you, When I was first learning to video edit it, and you can go back and see these videos, I didn't understand how to animate using the computer, so I would draw everything on paper and just move the paper around. That led to magazines, led to newspaper, led to vintage newspaper, and my fascination with it is it's a world that totally existed but I'll never get to experience. A world where style was different, and the way people dressed was different, and the way people talked was different, and the way everything was different, but yet they were the same humans that we are. I get to make art out of the way that they were, and for me it's just how I appreciate it. So not only do I get to customize this desk, but it means I get to go shopping for all of these things at my favorite store in all of Cleveland, Sweet Lorraine. Just wait till you see this place. So it turns out they're closed on Tuesdays. All right, take two, Sweet Lorraine, here we go. Yeah. This is what we're doing. I think it would be so cool to use briefcases as the monitor stands. Oh no! In case you didn't know, you gotta be really delicate with the vintage newspaper. But the color is just... So what I'm doing is called decoupage. Essentially, I've got this glue and I just paint it on the desk, put the paper down, make sure there's no bubbles. There's a lot of bubbles, but I pushed on anyway. I wanted the desk to feel like a piece of me, so I put Maryland over on the right side to represent east, and I put Cleveland over on the left side to represent west. I, of course, had to cut out Annapolis and make sure that's got its little special spot. If you don't know, Annapolis is the best town in America. Go there. Oh, and if you go, call me, because I want to come with you. I started with a layer of just random newspaper. Think of it like the background. Then I put some images I loved. Look at this. My grandmother makes strawberry shortcake exactly like this with Bisquick. I got to visit her recently, and it was just delightful.
Oh my God, a spider dropped down on the cake!
Happy birthday to you.
It was just such a sweet memory. What a fun find that now makes this desk like family. I love this headline and cover of the astronauts, added some more images, and to top it off, the maps. Important note, when layering, you're going bottom to top, so you have to lay everything out first so you know what's going where. Be okay with the fact that your plan is gonna change, and it's gonna change often, but that's okay. Remember, DIY is DIY. You're not a professional. I feel like YouTube has elevated DIY to like you have to be good at it. That's not the truth. Some people just are good at it and they post it on the internet. I suck at it, but at the same time, it makes it mine. Nobody else's is gonna look like mine. This is so crazy. I've like never seen anything like this.
Yeah, I love it. I love the colors.
And so I'm just unbelievably happy with it. Oh. Truly, anything is better than zero. This is crazy. This is so good. I feel like different sitting in this. What I do need though, let's get the grommet in. I'm so nervous. Oh, you didn't see that. It worked! Yes! Yes! Let me raise you up so you can see. I don't know how to explain this. But it's missing something. Lights on, lights off. My workspace is finally done. Oh, it feels so good. To think how far I've come from being an absolute wreck on the floor to finally feeling like I can come to work, feel comfortable, feel at home, and feel like I exist inside my art. If there's anything you can take away from this video, please go and make stuff. It's a wonderful use of your time, and even if it sucks, it was still better than doing nothing. I create because I feel like it's what I was born to do. To you, it may look like DIY, but to me, it's just truly my purpose. That feeling of completion, that aha moment, that smile that comes across your face when it's done. That's this feeling of being connected to something greater. I feel it when I first get the idea, from the first steps of progress, from the ups and downs, and all the way to the end. That to me is a spiritual journey. And most importantly, if you're stuck somewhere, if you're feeling some way, the biggest piece of advice I can give is starting. Starting that journey is the most important thing you can do. Because I'm gonna say this a million more times, anything is better than zero. Finish that hard, follow your dreams, and I will see you in episode 2. Bye.